When I went in to see Sorcha today, it took about 30 seconds or less before I was bundling into a tissue in tears. It's a very emotional time for me, so bear with me. I've got the hint from Ken. I think the word is brevity. And I know that there's a lot of you guys out there that are taking bets on the left.
Ready?
I won't keep you long, as Henry VIII said to his wife. Valerie and I have accomplished many successful projects over our life, but nothing in comparison to Sorcha. Sorcha's a natural with that very special presence. You know the way it is, people who have that presence, she wants to be there, she wants to be there. And that's the way Sorcha is when she's talking to anybody. There's the eye contact, and it's a special gift that she has. And, you know, she brought us all here, and what a presence she has. I'd like to thank Mark and Sorcha for bringing us here to Dante's Paradise. It's really beautiful when you look around, and it leaves us with lovely romantic memories. I'd also like to thank all the friends and both families for taking the trouble to travel. We're missing Maureen, Valerie's mum, Sorcha's gran. She wasn't able to make it, but she sends her best wishes. Now I'd like to talk about little Sorcha. A giggling, wriggling little rascal who was born almost an Irish twin to her brother Aaron. She was always very observant, and one of the great pleasures I had as a dad in life was changing their nappies. It was a time of great hilarity and giggles, as anybody who has little kiddies know. It's a time when dads can relate eye to eye with their little ones, and it's great fun. But Sorcha's eye wasn't just on me, it was on Aaron and what he was doing. And she noticed that she was getting her nappy changed, but he was on the potty. And it wasn't long before she started, this is true, it wasn't long before she tried to change her own nappy. That's how far she was. But Aaron anyway was off the potty, up and out on the bicycle, or up the fence out in the back garden. And there was a nappyless little Sorcha climbing up behind him. When Aaron had mastered the bicycle and was going down the road, there was Sorcha passing them by nearly. the real competitive streak in her, you know. Valerie didn't give her dolls to play with when she was small. She was bringing them all up equally. So when Owen and David and Nisha arrived, Sorcha had her own live dolls and really got involved in helping her mum change their clothes, discuss what they'd be dressed in and all that sort of stuff. And when Valerie told her that there was another one coming, little Cian, she said, God, I could have had him myself. Sorcha, when she went to school, took to it like a duck to water. She loved school and she made friends. And she gathered those friends, and many of them from school are here today. Some of her earliest friends that she met in creche, Cuiva down over there in the corner. And when she went to Galway, linked up again with Cuiva and continued that relationship. But through school, she had various talents. And one of her big talents was art. And Sorcha was going to be the artist in the family. She was actually going to make a fully fledged career out of being an artist. She applied to third level college, applied to the colleges for preparing her portfolios. And I was actually very happy because my dad would always say I was going to be the artist in our family. But I thought maybe it skipped a generation and here we had Sorcha. Think of my surprise when one day the postman arrived and the little rascal was dancing around the place. Yippee, yippee! I got science in Galway! What's that about? I don't think it was to get away from her mum and dad. Anyway, she went to my Galway is my birth home. I was born in Galway and my family came from Galway. So there was a nice connection there. And Sorcha's always interwoven with all different sides of the family. And I would say that a lot of what she learned in science would structure the creative end of her mind and will be a great gift with her through life. Through her many accomplishments and her ability to take personal risks is what gives us this confident young lady today. And I'm very proud of her. It's strange with her connection with Galway. My mum came from Galway and my Nan and Valerie and Maureen were always extremely proud of Sorcha and how grounded she was and how she developed as a person. Her family values, her strong values in relation to her friends. Billy, who's passed away, was one of her biggest fans, and he's looking down on us now. Sorcha makes light of hard work, and always has. And I'd always think that it's an absolute pleasure for anybody who has had the pleasure of employing her. I wish we could, when I was employing people, that I could have found more of Sorcha. She is prudent with her money, but very generous. Very generous. She's not wishful, and always puts the family first. And is very good-natured with people. From her dad's point of view, I can only describe it as I'm besought. And I look at her, and her shining, sparkling, fully present eyes. It makes me cry on a day like today. And Valerie and I would like to say, on a serious note, to John and Myra, John and Myra, the wrong size, that you must be very proud of Mark. You know, he's a great guy, and he's very welcome to our family. You know, and that's absolutely from the heart, Mark. And it's absolutely nothing to do with your genius with IT. And the deficit in our family. And also, it's nothing to do with your passion for being the designated driver. We look forward to many happy gatherings.
That we have a designated driver at home.
We know in the future that we'll all be getting together and maybe little birthday parties and stuff like that. I don't know if it's bad luck to say anything about those things, so I won't say very much about that. But that's sort of as many words with the emotion I have that I can get out now. And with that, I'd like to toast the bride.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
To the bride. To the bride.
To the bride.
Gorgeous.